Havelock is the place to be this summer, and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 talls and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m., and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now with the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 with Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Deck City, your local deck experts.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again. They're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered no premium cost with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
You're listening to Big Ten Media Days coverage from Indianapolis, sponsored by Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, the 1890 Initiative, and Ben Bleicher of Professional Realty Group of VHHS Ambassador Real Estate on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Gather round. This is the Ticket Water Cooler.
This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Coming at you live in the heart of Lincoln, America.
I think, hold up, wait a minute, that ain't right.
On air and online at theticketfm.com. Here are your hosts, Jake Bakoven and Enrique Alvarez Cleary.
Welcome into the Ticket Water Cooler here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. I am Rico. Bach is actually back, but he is in the other room cutting up some videos and posting them on YouTube for all of you wonderful people. The Ticket Water Cooler, let me get this off my chest. The Ticket Water Cooler sponsored by the Guardians of Freedom Air Show, August 26th and 27th in Lincoln Air Park. Go to lincolnairshow.com for more information. Again, that's the Guardians of Freedom Air Show that is sponsoring the Ticket Water Cooler. And I know I could sit here and I could kind of give you guys my recap of Big Ten Media Days and what we heard from Matt Rhule, what we heard from Luke Reimer, Jeff Sims, Ethan Piper, you know, how PJ Fleck went up with a statement to kind of address the allegations from yesterday, how you know, all of our people out at Big Ten Media Days were doing a wonderful job. Or I could give you guys one of the wonderful interviews that our people got as they sat down with Nebraska head coach Matt Rhule at our table, not at the podium, at our table, and interviewed him out on the Lucas Oil Stadium field. So right now, I give you Matt Rhule sitting down with 93.7 The Ticket at Big Ten Media Days.
Let's get it. We were setting the stage, and to set it properly, we must call it as it is. It's the showstopper. It's the main event. It's why you showed up today. It's why we are all here. It is our pleasure. It is our honor to bring in Nebraska football head coach Matt Rhule. Coach, what's happening, kind sir? How are you?
It's good to be here with you guys.
Hey.
I like old school. I like that.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah, the old heads. I will forgive. I will ask for forgiveness in advance for Rashawn. We know who he is. So, Coach, first of all, Big Ten Media Days, Lucas Oil Stadium. What's this feel like for you?
Oh, this is great. It was really cool for the three guys we brought with us. We took them to dinner last night. Having this experience. Obviously the games are the games, but having a chance to do these things, it's really fun. It's really good, and it sets the stage for you want to end up here. So you start here, you want to end up here, and it's good to be here and feel it and see the other coaches, see the other players. I was always looking at the other coaches like, all right, I'm gonna see him on this day, I'm gonna see him on that day. So it gets the competitive juices flowing a little bit, which is good. We need that.
How much of the conversation behind the scenes is with the other coaches from the Big Ten?
It's probably the first conference I've come to that has as much communication. This obviously is my third conference. We have a head coaches group chat in this conference. I've never seen that before.
Right.
Because there's a lot of issues facing college football, right? And I think the one thing that they've done really well here, Tom Allen leads it, is making sure that, hey, we all are communicating with each other because we want to get out in front of, hey, these guys are playing only 8 conference games. We're playing 9. What are we going to do? Hey, they just changed the rule last week to let us bring 120 guys to camp instead of 110. A lot of that was pushed by Greg Schiano. So all these issues facing us, we're a lot stronger in this league if we're kind of all working together. So, I just saw Tom Allen back there. We were talking about that, right? Hey, what's the next thing? Because the one thing about college football, the Big Ten is going to be, the preeminent conference, one of us in the SEC. And so we're going to lead the way. So we also have to set the tone.
For everything that you're having to go through in year one, it's not new to you. It's new to us in this space, right? To watch Matt Rhule kind of maneuver in this space. The big change and challenge for you has been what?
That's a great question. I think the biggest challenge for me is that every small thing that we do at Nebraska gets seen and watched, and so it's nothing is a small thing, right? So whereas I really don't play around. If you go miss breakfast 3 times, I'm going to suspend you for a week. All right, you're not earning the right to work out. I have to realize here that that's probably going to get seen, and that's going to be, oh my God, it's going to be a big thing. Whereas to me, it's just, you can never lose discipline on your team. You know what I mean? And that's what young people need. You're not doing it to them, you're doing it for them. And so just recognizing the media space. And I think it's great. It's why everyone's excited. Everyone's interested. So I love that. Just understanding, hey, I don't want to do something to one of our kids that, makes them look bad, because we have great young men. And, they're 18, 19, 20. I don't know what you guys were like when you were 18, 19, 20, but, I didn't always wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to be there at 8, so, right. But for us to win, the one thing that they know, and they said it to me, I said, hey, I've always had this brand, hey, we'll be tough, hard work. When I came to Nebraska, I said, hey guys, I'm not doing anything I've done before. You guys tell me what you, and as they talk, they're craving to be a disciplined team, because they've seen how many games they've lost down the stretch. They've seen how many games they've lost on a stupid penalty or turning the ball over. So if you want to be disciplined, you have to be disciplined 24/7. And they're trying. It's such a really good group of guys. They deserve to win some games and compete, because they're really trying to do it. But just me recognizing, hey, this is everything we do is under the microscope. It's watched. So making sure I'm just authentic with how I handle the players.
We are with Nebraska football head coach Matt Rhule, and before I open the vacuum to Rashawn Jackson and all.
Hey, you see me over here?
All that it is, right? I'm letting him froth first. like I'm letting him just.
You just ramping me up.
I am.
Stop it,
Here's
Coach.
the thing. I asked this to Jay and Farley yesterday. I'll ask you now. There are spaces that you can't get into with this team. There are parts, time in the locker room, time away from. Who are the players that are the voices and the spirit of Matt Rhule when you're not around?
I don't know if anyone's the spirit of me, and I don't know if I even want them to be that. I guess I always have the coaches. We go away, and the last week in June, a couple weeks in July, and that's intentional. We spend a lot of time with them in June, and then I'm like, hey, it's your team now. If I'm sitting on the beach with my wife and my phone keeps ringing because you guys can't, then we're not ready to win.
Yeah.
if you guys are handling it. But I think you have the three guys I have here are great examples of that. I think you look at Ty Robinson, Nick Henrik. You look at Nick Henrik. You look at MJ Sherman. All those guys are trying to do it right, and I think there's a lot of them. Like you look down to the young guys. You got guys like Cam Lenhard, got Raquan Buckley. The entire O line's kind of its own. Like Donnie's built. I don't want to say cult, but he's built his own cult.
Yeah.
Like they walk together, eat together, talk together. Like no O lineman's name ever comes across my phone for being late to anything. So, so I just think it's that group of guys. And we've got it down to we're like, hey, there's 2, 3, 4 guys that struggle a little bit with, but they're not terrible. I mean, we got a good group, and so. We try to help those guys come along, but I think the group that I have here, plus a couple of names I mentioned, they're kind of running the team. There's a group of seniors that really want to win, and they recognize it's their last year. And I've encouraged every guy, like even if they have a COVID year, if it's their senior year, and I'm like, treat your senior year as your senior year. Don't in your mind, don't give yourself the backup if I can come back, because when you're a senior, everything's different to you. You're not quite as caring much about like what people think. It's your last chance to win. These guys, I saw the pain on Garrett Nelson's face. All he wanted to do was come back and win. But, he had an opportunity, and I was excited for him. I saw Reimer. They want to win on their way out. They want to go to a bowl game. They want to compete at the highest level. So they're handling business back there because they know that to do that, if they do that, they'll have a chance on game day.
Rashawn?
Coach, how hard have the boys worked this summer to prepare themselves for what they're getting ready to endure?
Yeah, they've worked hard. They worked really hard. And you can see a difference in their bodies. I mean, we have wideouts at like 218 pounds, and we have guys who've made a conscious effort from their body weight to the way they've worked in the weight room to the running conditioning. I mean, I think the way and then we're allowed to do OTAs now, so we're out there. We have a ball. We're running through plays. They do things on their own. I think they've worked really, really hard. And that's been my whole thing the whole time. Like I've said things that maybe people don't understand. I'm like, hey, we're a losing team right now, because I want us to have a chip on our shoulder, and I want us to earn the right. Like. I'm walking around. Everybody wants to talk to me about, hey, game 2, game 5. I'm like, bro, we ain't got no right to talk about game 2. What are we talking about? We're 3-7 in the last 10 years against Minnesota. Like, you want to talk about any other game other than Minnesota? And like, I won't even talk about Minnesota right now, except if I'm with you guys. I'm talking about like, hey, on Sunday, is everybody going to do everything right on reporting day? And so that day-by-day mentality, that's the bedrock of Nebraska. That's what I believe in. And I'm just trying to get our guys to not just say day by day, but like live it and do it. So
how excited are you? Because I feel like I can play right now, but how excited are you about this season? And what can we look forward to seeing?
I got up and spoke at the Nebraska High School Coaches Association yesterday, and I walked off. I was talking with Coop afterwards. I was like, bro, I'm so tired of hearing myself talk. Like, I just want to coach. Like, and I mean that with the greatest respect for that. Like, I want to honestly be there and on. I want to be here, but like the great thing is after today, like the talking's over. Like now we got to go work. And so I'm just excited on Monday with the players. Like I want to get out there and coach, because this has been a long process. It's like, I got here in December. I mean, my family's not even here yet. It's been me just on my own, just grinding with my staff. And so I want to watch these guys win. And it's such a challenge, especially the way the season went last year. So many games where they had a lead going into the fourth quarter, 4 games where we could have won the game. We didn't. So it's going to be a challenge. So I'm fired up for it.
Yeah. Coach, we got you for 2 minutes. So I need to get into the corner. One, I'll ask, and the 3 gentlemen that you brought today, the one that popped was Ethan Piper. Give the folks a little about Ethan Piper and why he's here today with you.
Yeah, he might be the hardest working guy on our team. Like he's like when you we're all Huskers, but a couple guys are Corn Huskers. Like they grew up on this stuff. Like they it's in their DNA. Like this guy, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
And so he does everything to his utmost, right? School, community service. He went on a mission trip. He makes our top 10 elite list, compel list every week. He does extra. He brings other people along with him. Like he's the exact epitome. And so the cool thing that I had when I came in was like, I'll watch the previous year's film, but I'm not going to make decisions on moving forward based upon previous. I had no involvement with that. But if I had to draw up like on Madden, the build a player, if I had to draw up like what I wanted a Nebraska Cornhusker to be, it'd be Ethan Piper.
That's the deep, and that'll reinforce what I'm about to ask you. Sending you off to the rest of the media, I'll ask you to give these Husker fans a reason to rev up and run through the wall. What is there to be excited about this year's team?
Well, I think this year's team deeply wants to make the fans happy and deeply wants to win. And so you hear a lot of stories and NIL, transfer, all these kids, the guys in our locker room, they want to win, and they want to win for Nebraska. And so what I've said to them, and I believe this all my heart, like there was a day when playing the University of Nebraska that they were feared. And before you can be feared, you must be respected. And so we want to be a team that's feared again, but first we must be respected. And so this year, to me, we've got to take back respect, and we've got to earn respect, and we have to earn the respect of the other guys in the locker room. We have to earn the respect of our opponents. Like I want our opponents after they play us, win, lose, or draw, to be like, dang, those guys are real. And I want our fans to respect the effort we put in. So this year, people say, what's your goal for this year? What are we going to win? I'm like, I want to be respected. I want everybody to respect the way we do things. And if that happens, you win more games than you lose. And eventually you get respected long enough, you start teetering and knocking the door down to get feared. And we'll be feared again. And maybe it'll be this year. I don't know. That's not up to me. That's up to them. But we first have to be respected.
Coach, I'll ask you to close with the 3 words that mean so much to this fan base and this town. Give them a go, Big Red, before we get out of here.
I got to do it my way?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Go Big Red.
That rule. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you, brother. Off to the rest. Nick, we'll toward the break and come back here to Lucas Oil Stadium.
You're listening to Big Ten Media Days coverage from Indianapolis, sponsored by Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, the 1890 Initiative, and Ben Bleicher of Professional Realty Group of VHHS Ambassador Real Estate on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today, with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer, and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m., and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's effort. It's the entire dealership. Sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
General contractors, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin. Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Koppel's big summer sales event is kicking off into high gear with lots of fantastic offers still going on. We've got 0.9% interest rates and trade-in bonuses on select new models. I know it all sounds too good to be true, but yes, 0.9% interest rates right now at Koppel. Also ramping up our back-to-school vehicles, and our pre-owned inventory is filling fast. We've got great new pre-owned and GM certified units ready to roll. So stop on by the dealership or on KoppelCars.com. You'll be glad you deals with approved credit.
Husker fans, register your kids for the Nebraska Kids Club today. Don't miss your chance to get free tickets, exclusive events, and concessions vouchers for this Husker season. For only $35, your kids can get all of that and more. For more information, visit huskers.com/kidsclub. Do you have a newborn or know someone who does? Their infant membership is the perfect gift for your newest Husker fan. They even have a free membership option. Visit huskers.com/kidsclub today. The Nebraska Kids Club, presented by Hy-Vee.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
You're listening to Big Ten Media Days coverage from Indianapolis, sponsored by Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, the 1890 Initiative, and Ben Bleicher of Professional Realty Group of VHHS Ambassador Real Estate on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to the Ticket Water Cooler on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Ticket Water Cooler, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. You just listened to a replay of our Matt Rule interview with all of our wonderful people out at Indianapolis for day 2 of Big Ten Media Days. Well, the final day of Big Ten Media Days, as I believe they are all out of Lucas Oil Stadium, hopefully making their way back home at some point. Hopefully they all arrive safe and sound tomorrow. I have a question for everybody right now, though. We have a ton of replays that we can play, but I want to know who you want to hear from. We're going to play Trev Alberts later. That one's a little bit longer, but we have 3 that are decently short that I can play right now and still hit all of our time constraints. Blake Corum, the running back from Michigan, Braylon Allen, the running back from Wisconsin, or Luke Reimer, Nebraska's linebacker. Who would you like to hear from coming up right now on the Ticket Water Cooler or in a little bit on the Ticket Water Cooler? We have a ton of interviews, but I want to know who you guys want to hear from. I feel like Luke Reimer's going to be a pretty popular vote with this one, obviously being a Nebraska linebacker. But we do have, again, Michigan running back Blake Corum. I believe there was an Ernest Hausman question mixed in there. Wisconsin running back Braylon Allen. Amon Green was in on both of these interviews, and Amon mentioned that watching Blake Corum run reminded him of himself. I think it was Blake Corum reminded him of himself. Braylon Allen was kind of fanboying over Amon Green, growing up in Wisconsin and watching him play for the Green Bay Packers. He was just kind of in awe of Amon Green being there. And there was a picture going around of the two of them standing next to each other yesterday. And I know Amon slimmed down since his playing days, but Braylon Allen just looks massive, and the fact that he's like 19, maybe 20 now, I don't exactly know. I think he might be 19 right now, and one of the best, if not the best running back in the entire nation, one of the best running backs in the Big Ten. Getting a lot of Luke Reimer, obviously. I figured that would happen. Somebody's asking for PJ Fleck. If we had PJ Fleck, we would play PJ Fleck. We don't have PJ Fleck, unfortunately. He was asked when he was not at the podium, but in one of the side panels, how he was doing today, and he did say elite. So that's a thing that happened. He did call all of the claims baseless, and there's no merit behind any of them. So that just goes to show what he believes about all that. And I mean, there was really nothing else he was going to say about it. So PJ Fleck says that there's nothing to it. We have one for Braylon Allen, but a lot more for Luke Reimer. So I think coming up right now, we've got the Luke Reimer interview from Big Ten Media Days right here on the Ticket Water Cooler.
Lucas
man.
Oil
What's up,
Stadium, Jay Foreman, Terrell Farley, myself. We want to thank the sponsors that make this thing happen. Gary Michaels, Clothiers, 1890 Initiative, Ben Blanker, Warhorse Sportsbook, and the A1 Automotive. We're coming through, and we set the table. This is one where the testosterone goes way up, because we have 3 linebackers. All heads to bed, as Jay Foreman likes to say. Let's bring in the captain, Luke Reimer. Luke, what's happening? How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me out. So it's a good time. Indy's awesome.
Yeah, I see you with the new do. You went and got
man. You would cut the locks off and stuff, man. I got to bring you over to my barber, man. I'm gonna get you lined up. You know what I'm saying? Get you all tightened up, man.
I went corporate America.
I hear you
guys. I mean,
man. And sometimes you got to do that, man. When you got new chief in town, man. But I wanted to ask you though, Luke. You know, we know your journey. You're here. Talk about the excitement. You know what I mean? First of all, you know, obviously you got a new coach and stuff like that, but the excitement on your your senior year, because it's going to be a big year for you.
Yeah, no, I mean, anytime you get kind of new coaching staff around, like it's a tough process, but like it brings a new energy into the building. From that side of things, it's awesome. There's this new juice, there's this new energy surrounding the guys, surrounding the culture. So that feels awesome.
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited for my senior year. Last year, it's kind of hard to believe, like coming on. Being the young guy 5 years ago, and now I'm the old guy.
Things went fast since you jumped out there that Northwestern game. Man.
Yeah.
Talk about the transition. I don't think it will be much for you. I think it's going to actually help you. This is just my opinion, my humble opinion. From the 3-4 to the 3-3-5 or whatever it is. Talk about just how you've adjusted and the things that you like about it. I think it's really going to help your skill set. But I want your opinion because you got to play in it. I ain't got to play in it.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a totally different schematically of what we've been used to. But yeah, it just really opens up guys like linebackers, especially just to go make a play. Like it's a fun defense to play in for sure. Like there's TFL chances everywhere. Like it's a really attacking style defense. So it's going to be a lot of fun to play in.
Hey man, when your defensive coordinator is a former linebacker, them dudes better be producing.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, Luke. As a group, linebacker group, me and Jay, we played linebackers together when we played. And our group is tight. Me and Jay still good friends 30 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a group of linebackers, how do you feel about how tight do y'all
get? No, exactly. I mean, the linebacker room, like kind of my class, we've been together for 4 years. Like obviously we're tight. We're living together. We're hanging out all the time together. But now that we have a little bit bigger room now, there's I mean it's kind of ridiculous. There's like 20 guys in our room.
You got them little pipsqueaks in there. That used to be
everybody,
right?
yeah. So just bringing in a lot of those other guys, like we're bringing in like John Bullock. He never used to be in our room, and then all the new guys, like we're bringing in like Jack, so the outside linebacker bodies, like MJ Sherman, and just all those type of dudes, and like so it's awesome just hanging out with everybody. Like our room's huge, like it's a party when we're all together. So yeah, we're close. We have a good time with each other. So
Luke, let me ask you, because you're talking about the room, but that room is run by Tony White, and the fans don't know much about him as you do. Can you give the folks who is Tony White?
Dude, he's awesome. I love Coach White. Just a lot of energy. Like he's gonna bring the juice. Like, but you can have a conversation with him. Like he's just a regular person. Like he's very personable, and that's kind of the common theme throughout this staff is like you can sit down and have lunch with them and just talk about anything and everything. So I love that about this staff, where you can just, you know, have a good time with them, but we're going to still lock in, and we're still going to learn some football and be very technically sound with our game. So,
Luke, you mentioned MJ Sherman, obviously coming from Georgia. You know, Farley over there, he's from Georgia, but he's bringing championship pedigree.
Yeah.
And what have you learned from him, or what have you seen the way he's kind of, you know, embraced being here in Nebraska? Because just like yourself, I mean, he's looking to do some things, right? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he's transferring, looking for a chance. So you guys are kind of going through this together, where he's got to lead the jack. I call him outside linebacker.
Yeah, same thing.
And you got to handle the guys inside. Have you guys tried to pair up and try to make this the best transition possible? Because, you know, he's coming in here cold turkey. You're here, know it. So you're trying to blend in and kind of make it all work.
Yeah, no, MJ's awesome. Like we all love MJ and like Chief. There's a ton of new guys.
Yeah,
like,
we know that.
I'm missing people. But yeah, no, he's awesome. He's gonna be a great addition to the team. Like he's just physically like very, very well built. Like it's just like wow, like that dude is
DMV,
strong.
man. That's how we do it out there in that DMV.
One last question for me though, Luke. As a defensive unit, what is one of y'all goals to have coming into the season?
Yeah, I mean we want to be the hardest working, most competitive team in the Big Ten, most competitive unit in the Big Ten. I mean that just they preach the brand, they preach this DNA to us of just being this hardest working, like this unit in the Big Ten. So I mean there's no like set goal, like hey we got to get, you know, 9 wins, 10 wins, like what, there's not necessarily that. It's just like let's focus on each day, like let's be the best unit we can be today, and then see where we're at tomorrow and just be better than that tomorrow.
Luke, let me ask you about the linebacker success relies directly on the big boys up front. Who's the key for you up front to make this linebacker group successful? Is it Ty Robinson? Who's the force up front that's going to free you guys up to do your job?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of know what Ty's going to bring. Like Ty's a dog. Like Ty's going to have a great year this year. He looks good. He's had a good offseason. But I think a big one is going to be like Nash coming in. Like he hasn't had a lot of playing time recently, but I think he's transformed his body in a very, very good way. That allows him to be able to have a really good year this year. So guys like that are going to come along, and I think are going to make a pretty big impact because we kind of know what Ty's going to bring. Like Ty's going to get some honors at the end of the year, like that type of guy. So I think you're looking at like kind of the second or third guy, like Nash coming along. Like I think he's going to make a big impact for us this year.
Yeah, I think Luke, one thing for you, though, you need to implore Ty to do more. We know that.
Right? Yeah. You love Ty.
Right,
you love Ty.
Tell him to do a little bit to do more. One guy I think that could be like I call him the asterisk, the guy that sometimes goes unnoticed but has a ton of talent. Talk about Jamari Butler, because he's a holdover. You know, you got Chief Borders and MJ come in from the portal. But Jamari, I think, took a couple big steps in the spring. But I want your opinion.
Oh, yeah, Jamari's awesome. I love Jamari. Like there's going to be a rotation in that jack position that we have with kind of those three guys. Like, and Jamari's a stud. Like I think Jamari's another guy that's going to have a pretty good year this year, or at least the potential to. You never know, but like he positioned himself in the offseason to have a very good year this year. So I'm excited to see Jamari. Love Jamari. Love all those guys. Like they're good dudes. They work their tails off. So I'm excited for them.
And both of you guys then had to come to the fruition, man. You guys both went corporate America.
I know.
Jamari.
I know. Yeah,
I saw Jamari, man. He sent me a picture. I said, "Who is that?"
Yeah,
that's good though, man. It's hey, man. There's nothing wrong with it, man. It's in here. It always goes back. But look, I'm gonna tell you, man. From the time I met you and I watched you, came a long way, dude. You're gonna have a good year.
Appreciate you.
You know, just have fun with it, man. And hey, man, don't be afraid to push some buttons, man. Because you know what, they'll get a little butt hurt for a little while, but after about a couple minutes, they'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
Hey, because that dude right there, he get on me if I ain't handle my business, and I'd be mad at him.
Well, that's that
And then-
brotherhood.
Yeah, man. I'd walk away from him, but
Yeah.
then he'd be like, "Hey, I know you're mad at me, but then we'd be good." 30
Yeah,
years
you
later,
know
we
what?
still
You're
cool.
right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was being soft or whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, we wish you luck, man, and we're excited to see what you guys do this year, man. We appreciate you stopping by too, man, and we'll be down to practice and see what you're doing.
Yep.
We're always a phone call or tweet or text away. What do you guys do now?
All of it.
Yeah, yeah. So we ain't too far away, man, and you always got a home at the ticket with us, man.
Cool.
We appreciate it, dude.
Yep. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
man,
you
no
so
doubt.
much.
Appreciate you.
There he is. That's Luke
Thank you.
Reimer. The captain has stopped by. We'll throw the break. When we come back, the Huskers are active, so we'll be active with them here. Lucas,
You got you out of here on time too, man.
Be right back.
Actually not going to throw it to a break right now. I do want to ask you guys before we get back, before I do throw it to a break, I want to ask you guys so we can get this queued up for the next segment. Again, I got a couple of interviews going. I got a couple of interviews here that I know that everybody wants to hear. If you weren't able to listen live earlier, we have them on the podcast page. Box uploading them to YouTube. You could listen to it live right now. Blake Corum or Braylon Allen coming out of the break. Which one would you rather listen to? The Michigan running back or the Wisconsin running back? Up next on the Ticket Water Cooler, 93.7 The Ticket, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, starter Heyman text line. Text in Blake Corum, Braylon Allen. Which one would you rather listen to? Up next on the Ticket Water Cooler.
You're listening to Big Ten Media Days coverage from Indianapolis, sponsored by Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, the 1890 Initiative, and Ben Blaker of Professional Realty Group of VHHS Ambassador Real Estate on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring is here, and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and ready to get your sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's efforts. It's the entire dealership, sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. But there are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Deck City, your local deck experts.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See club for details.
The Nebraska soccer team wants to see you this fall at Hibner Stadium for their 2023 season. Season tickets are on sale now. Reserve your spot to cheer on the Huskers as they take on some of the best teams in the Big Ten and around the country. Opponents include Missouri, Wisconsin, St. Louis, and more. To buy tickets, go to Huskers.com/tickets or call 1-800-8-BIG-RED. They have a full season of fun set for this fall. For promotional information, visit Huskers.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and Coppell's big summer sales event is kicking off into high gear with lots of fantastic offers still going on. We got 0.9% interest rates and trade-in bonuses on select new models. I know it all sounds too good to be true, but yes, 0.9% interest rates right now at Coppell. Also ramping up our back-to-school vehicles, and our pre-owned inventory is filling fast. We've got great new pre-owned and GM-certified units ready to roll, so stop on by the dealership or online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
You're listening to Big Ten Media Days coverage from Indianapolis, sponsored by Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, the 1890 Initiative, and Ben Bleicher of Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to the Ticket Water Cooler on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Running back from University of Wisconsin. We had the I guess dumb luck of running into him last night.
There wasn't nothing dumb about that. I ran into him.
Okay, well then VJ
and he sized me up like he wanted to run me over, and I was like, "Hey, you just better watch out because you never know who you're running into."
There it is. We want to.
He didn't care either. He said, "It don't matter. You from Nebraska. We've had 4 running backs go first round because of you guys."
Hey, Braylon, we want to welcome you in, man. BJ is going to welcome you in his way. We want to welcome you. We appreciate you being on, man.
Yeah.
We know you're a little under the weather, man, but how's your media day going, man?
It's been good, been smooth, pretty easy for the most part. Not any like too out of pocket or weird questions.
Right.
So it's been smooth.
Before the king of Wisconsin starts to hit you up with it, the OG AG, I want to ask you this, man, because I know Luke Fickle a little bit. Just talk about how the transition's been for you and the whole team, because obviously it's a little bit different than what it was before.
Yeah, it's been good. Definitely completely different kind of regimen, whole different philosophy in the way we do things, but it was good for us, man. It's been a pretty smooth transition ever since January after the bowl game. Getting the new staff in there and everything, getting acclimated to everything that's new. But he's been great. He's a very intense man. But he gets the job. He knows how to get the job done and win games. So we're all just excited to play for him. Yeah. So Braylon, I had a little, few transitions in the league with new coaches coming in, and how big of a difference is the scheme of Fickle's
offense right now that you getting introduced to last year's coach?
Yeah, we have Phil Longo, who came from North Carolina, so he's kind of known for his air raid, which obviously is very different from what you're used to seeing Wisconsin do. So
Right.
when you first hear that as a running back, it's like you pause for a second. It's like air raid, about to be throwing it all over the place, so you might not get the rock as much. But when you break it down, like it really only helps us out at the end of the day. Now they got to respect the pass, so it's going to spread the defense out more and have a lighter box. I mean, I'm used to running to 7, 8, 9-man boxes every single play. Now, so like even just during spring ball, the boxes were much lighter and have more space to run. Now there's 5 or 6 guys in the box, and so even if I don't get the ball as much, I'm still I feel I'll still be effective, maybe even more effective. Because now I have more space to run, so I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing, right?
Do you get stronger as the game goes on?
Yeah, definitely do. That's something that I've put an emphasis on this year in my training. Was being able, when that fourth quarter comes, being able to take over. And I feel like just my size in itself, has guys not really wanting to deal with that all game. So once that fourth quarter comes, just being at my strongest point, then it's guys gonna be trying to get out the way. So that's definitely a point of emphasis.
Yeah, I like that.
Brother, I wanted to ask you, man, come out, breakout freshman year, really good sophomore year. What's something that you want to add to your game, or you've added to your game as you get obviously going into your junior year and possibly looking at the next level?
Yeah, it wasn't really anything specific. I just wanted to be, a great overall all-around running back, being able to protect the passer, catch the ball in the backfield. But the biggest strides I think I took was as a leader. I want to be back here in December playing for a championship. So, to do that, I got to, in some ways put the team on my back and allow them to have that trust in me and respect me to be able to step into that leadership role. So that's probably the biggest, the biggest stride I made this offseason was kind of becoming more of a vocal leader. But I mean, I just want to, like I said, I want to be an all-around running back. When that time comes where I'm able to enter the draft, I want all the boxes checked off. So,
you were a linebacker in high school, right?
Yeah, I was a safety.
Dang,
Yeah.
God bless.
Okay.
Bring in that funk now, real quick. When I met you yesterday at Elmo's, I told you Amon was inside. I've never seen this, and besides Nebraska, right? And besides, like when I get pulled over and I'm in different places, and I'd be like, yeah, I know Amon Green. They'd be like, all right, we're gonna let you go. When I told you about Amon, your eyes lit up, and you was like, huh? All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go meet Amon. What did you know about Amon, and why'd you give me that reaction?
Well, I just obviously, being a former Packer, I know I'm not far away from Green Bay, so I was obviously always knew who he was. I'm leading rusher of all time, right? Yeah. In Green Bay, I knew that he's a dog. Like I wasn't a Packer fan, but I just knew Amon Green was a dog. And as soon as I heard that name, I'm like, hold on, I know who that is. Like, It took me a second, but I was like, okay. And I can't remember or not if you played in Donald Driver's softball game last year.
Last year I did.
Yeah, 21. I was there too. And,
okay.
So we definitely dapped up at the end of the game. You probably know who I was at the time, but so I wasn't our first time really meeting. But it was just whenever I get a chance to connect with somebody who has been in the position that I strive to be in, it's always a blessing and a great opportunity I try to take advantage of every time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you got one more
smart.
from AG?
Yeah, smart. Because that's something I say the best do. They surround themselves by other good players or good people that they could fall back on information. That's why I gave my phone number to you so we could just hit me up anytime. But something I wanted to ask one more thing about learning, getting in this office. So we had knowing Fickle coming in and then getting in spring ball and then actually hearing the verbiage and of what that play sounds like coming out your QB's mouth. So what was that part of it? Because I know from last year play calling to this year play calling, graduate chain, what was that feeling like? Or what did it sound like when you first heard it for the first time?
Yes, it's different now. We don't huddle, so it's very up tempo.
More hand signals.
It's hand signals, yeah. So I went from hearing the play in the huddle to now I got to look at the sideline and see the signals that are given. So that's the biggest difference. I don't really have any issues picking up the playbook itself or the verbiage or anything, but it's been smooth and I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoy the offense a lot.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Hey, wait, man, we appreciate you big time, B.
man. Yes, sir.
Man, good luck on the
Appreciate
season.
that.
We become fans. I've always been a fan of yours. I told you I watched that documentary. I'll call it a documentary on YouTube where they was going back into your high school years, and then they showed you playing safety and playing defense, and then making that transition to offense. So I just want to tell you I appreciate you, man, and we look forward. I'll be in Wisconsin.
All right,
I will be there.
Let me know.
We're gonna eat them bratwursts, man.
Yeah. Braylon Allen, we're going to throw it to break. It's Big Ten Media Days. I'm with Jay Foreman, Amon Green, Braylon, Rashawn Jackson. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Big Ten Media Days coverage from Indianapolis, sponsored by Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, the 1890 Initiative, and Ben Blaker of Professional Realty Group of VHHS Ambassador Real Estate on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day, 3 to 6 p.m., and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
The Nebraska soccer team wants to see you this fall at Hibner Stadium for their 2023 season. Season tickets are on sale now. Reserve your spot to cheer on the Huskers as they take on some of the best teams in the Big Ten and around the country. Opponents include Missouri, Wisconsin, St. Louis, and more. To buy tickets, go to Huskers.com/tickets or call 1-800